I always think, anytime that happens, it's an honor. I'm not, dismissing that. I'm not dismissing the polls. I'm not dismissing any of that stuff. But I think what happens is sometimes you can get focused on that, and what happens is now everything that you do is attached to a ranking. Number one Florida. If we stay number one, I don't even know if it's even out yet. You know what I mean? But you very rarely hear like number two Florida. It's always number one. It's that ranking that gets dragged with your team. And my point is, for our guys, is that means nothing. In reality, in terms of us preparing, us getting ready to play, and us doing what we need to do in playing against Vanderbilt. It's very, very nice honor. It's kind of like, individual awards. They're very, very nice, but you're playing this team sport, trying to, win competitively. And although they're nice, I don't think that like our guys are playing for individual accolades awards, and I don't think that our guys are playing for necessarily rankings. I think our guys are in the process of competing in a very, very tough SEC race right now. Then the SEC tournament will come, then postseason play will come. So, those things to me, right now, like when a guy like Scotty Wilberkin gets the SEC Player of the Week, that's a nice, accomplished, nice award. But I don't think Scotty goes into the year saying, "Wow, I want to be, the SEC Player of the Week for 5 weeks." I just don't think they do. It's a nice compliment. I think it's a nice compliment. But let's be honest right now. The only reason we have garnered number one, and we would have never ever been number one if it had not been for the teams in front of us losing. And you probably, in a lot of ways, could make an argument for Wichita State. Now, I've not seen Wichita State play, but I think anytime you do what Syracuse did, where you run out 25 games in a row, and you kind of do what Arizona did before they had Brandon Ashley's injury, and you do what Wichita State's doing, those are really, really impressive things what they're doing on the court, in my opinion. So a lot of times when you get that ranking, a lot of times it has nothing to do always about what you do. It has to do with what other people do. And I think when you start to be affected by what's happened with other people, you get focused on the wrong things, and your focus gets a lot broader, where you really need to narrow your focus this time of year in terms of what do we need to do. So,
but how about seeding? I know it's premature, but does that mean something? You get the number one seed, and does that help?
Well, I think if you look at seeding in any kind of NCAA tournament, you can make an argument that that it does help. But I've also been a part of teams here where we haven't had that kind of seed, and we've done pretty well in the tournament. Percentages would show that that's the way to go, but at the same point, it's not a goal for us. It's just not. I think that stuff's going to play itself out based on how you perform and how you play. If you play well, you're going to earn that. If you play well, you're going to earn an SEC championship. If you play well, maybe you're earning an SEC tournament championship. Like, you're always going to earn what you're kind of given. Now, people may argue, hey, this team should have been this seed, this team should have been that seed, or they got it wrong. That stuff's always up for debate. But inevitably, based on how you perform in between the lines. So that's not a goal of ours to seed. It's just not. Our goal right now is to play as well as we can.